Happy Thursdays, everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Sneak Peek.
I am so jealous of everyone watching. I wish I was watching instead of hosting.
Yeah, but then you wouldn't be able to see yourself on TV.
Good point. I think I'll stay.
Great. Play the intro. Yeah, we'll intro. Welcome to another episode of Sneak Peek.
Oh my gosh, did you see Madonna fall on this week's Brit Awards?
Nope, I have been too busy with everything to catch up.
Well, at least tell me you saw the Oscars last Sunday, right?
No, and I feel so lost.
Okay, well, lucky for you, we have Loana here to catch us up on this week's news segment of News Desk.
Well, guys, entertainment news is making headlines this week, and we have a quick recap just for you. Let's start off with some hard-hitting news. Juliana Rancic's comments on Fashion Police might have gone a little too far regarding Zendaya's dreadlocks at this year's Oscars. The Shake It Up star tweeted a long message expressing her dislike. G has put out an official apology video to Zendaya and to anyone else she might have offended. Zendaya put out a statement accepting her apology. An attempt to bring Bobbi Kristina Brown out of her coma was unsuccessful. Late Whitney Houston's daughter suffered severe seizures and had to be put back into a medically induced coma. Brown has been in a coma since she was found unresponsive in a bathtub inside her Roswell home on January 31st. Now let's move it over to a little bit of more lighter news. Glee star Naya Rivera is expecting a baby with her hubby Ryan Dorsey. The star posted a picture with the caption, "Bun in the oven." The couple tied the knot just a little over 6 months ago in a very private ceremony. If you're thinking about going to watch the Cinderella film, well, you're in for a treat. Disney is releasing a short called Frozen Fever, which you might have guessed involves the Frozen characters. This will be played on March 13th. Guys, Lady Gaga is on fire this week, and the word is out on her engagement to hottie Taylor Kinney. She will also be starring in the next season of American Horror Story. But not everyone is giving Gaga love. Shonda Rhimes was not impressed by Gaga's Oscar performance and tweeted all about it. And now that we are on the subject of the Oscars, Lupita Nyong'o's Calvin Klein gown consisting of 6,000 pearls of 5 different sizes was stolen from her hotel while she was out for the evening, Wednesday, February 25th. And lastly, this week's entertainment news wouldn't be complete without some Kardashian news. Rumors are out that Kim Kardashian is spending $100,000 to keep a professional photo retoucher on call to perfect her selfies, she posted on Instagram. Don't forget, taking selfies is all a part of Kim Kardashian's business and brand. In fact, in April, she will release her book, Selfish, 352 pages of her selfies. And let's not forget to mention the Kardashian girls have signed a $100 million contract with E! This includes Kris as well as the Jenner sisters. Bruce Jenner has reportedly signed his own separate contract, including the filming of the Keeping Up with the Kardashians show, as well as a docu-series about his transition from a man to a woman. The only one left out of this sweet deal is Robert Kardashian, who has been on hiatus from the spotlight. That's all for this week's News Desk.
What a gem she is.
I know, she should be nominated for an Oscar.
For what category?
Best News Desk Anchor, duh.
I'm not sure if that's a category.
Are you sure?
Yes, and it's a great thing that Rachel is here to recap for the Oscars because I think you need a refresher.
Good idea. Take it away, Rachel.
Hey guys, Rachel Robillard here. I'm here to talk about Oscars, Oscars, Oscars. On Sunday, I had the chance to put on my PJs, fuzzy socks, and glasses to watch the 87th Academy Awards. Why would you want to get all dressed up to watch the Oscars when you can technically get a front row seat while cuddled up in bed? That's what Kim Kardashian West and her daughter North did too this year. North, Kim, and I were watching the Oscars on Sunday, but what was everyone else doing? Hosted by Neil Patrick Harris and mostly honoring an array of smaller art films, the 2015 Oscars attracted roughly 36.6 million total viewers, compared to last year's 43 million. Now, I wouldn't say Neil Patrick Harris is to blame for the low ratings, but what I will say is that he had high expectations to follow. Although he didn't score a viral selfie with celebrities, he did strip down to his tighty-whities for a segment that paid homage to Whiplash and Birdman. That was a very ballsy move, Neil Patrick Harris. More awe-striking moments of the Dolby Theater stage included the passionate acceptance speeches. Best Supporting Actress Patricia Arquette and documentary short subject winner Dana Perry gave great speeches. However, when Graham Moore won for his work on the screenplay for the title Imitation Game, he gave the world an insight into his inspiration and motivation for the film. He said, and I quote, "When I was 16 years old, I tried to kill myself. I felt weird and I felt I didn't belong. When I was standing here, this is all for the people. Because you do you. Stay different, stay weird." That was hands down my favorite speech of the night. Graham Moore's motivational speech touched my heart in addition to many others. Now, there were a lot of motivating moments during the Oscars, including Common and John Legend's performance of Glory, featured in the movie Selma. The performance brought audience members such as Chris Pine and David Oyelowo to tears. The song then won the Best Original Song. I believe Glory was the most deserving Oscar song for the award. But for my favorite performance of the night was Lady Gaga when she sang The Sound of Music. When I saw Lady Gaga on stage, I had to ask myself, is that really her? I'm used to Lady Gaga's poker face in pop music. The Lady Gaga I saw at the Oscars looked and sounded exquisite. I was stunned as she hit all the high notes and even made Julie Andrews proud, who then took the stage and was in complete shock by Lady Gaga's talent. Okay, I bet you now want me to reveal the top Oscar winners. Did you see Oprah get an Oscar?
Everything is awesome.
Well, okay, not technically. Lego replicas of an Oscar were given to audience members while Tegan and Sarah partied to the Lego movie's Everything is Awesome song. The Lego brand relations said the Lego Oscar wasn't pure marketing integration. It was more about how to keep the whole performance as Lego as possible. Okay, now for the gold 8.5-pound Oscar awards. The Best Actor in the leading role went to Eddie Redmayne in The Theory of Everything, and the Best Actress in a leading role went to Julianne Moore from Still Silence. Now for Best Picture. Our prediction of Boyhood did not become reality. The Best Picture went to Birdman, The Unexpected Virtue of Ignorance. The film Birdman won additional Oscars including Best Cinematography, Best Writing, and Best Directing. Okay, fine, I need to see Birdman. Despite the low ratings, the 87th Academy Award did not disappoint. That's my Oscar recap for this week. Back to you guys.
Geez, the Oscars sure were super long this year. I mean, almost 4 hours.
Almost as long as a commercial break.
What do you mean? Our commercial breaks are like 2 minutes.
Well, it feels like 4 hours. But don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Thanks for tuning in, Sneak Peekers.
Wow, you know what? I love what you're wearing tonight.
Me too. I've been inspired by the Oscars to up my fashion game, especially Lupita Nyong'o's pearl line dress.
Wasn't that dress stolen?
Yes, but not from our hearts or the hearts of Sneak Peek's premier fashion consultants, Nelson and Sydney.
And coming up, they're gonna give us their favorite fashion fabs and flubs from last Sunday's Oscars.
What's up, Sneak Peekers? Sydney here with our very special Oscars edition of Style Squad. And joining me tonight is our guest host, Nelson.
Hey everyone, and thanks for having me, Sydney. It's about time you had some male representation here. Red carpet fashion has always been a woman's world, and I'm sad to say men feel pretty oppressed by it.
Oh, you do? Well, just try to keep up. First off, some man candy. Whether you loved or hated him as the host of the night, Neil Patrick Harris made our hearts melt alongside his husband, David Burtka. Harris debuted a custom Brunello Cucinelli tuxedo, while Bertha sported a Calvin Klein collection tuxedo. Neil's jacket was notable for its silk lapel against the rest of the heather gray fabric.
Sydney, could we also mention the fact that the hair parted in the same direction? I mean, how cute is that?
It was so cute. And while there is plenty of competition from other celeb couples rocking the latest fashions together, Harris and Bertha take our award for the classiest couple on the red carpet. Speaking of perfection, last year's winner for Best Supporting Actress and modern-day red carpet icon Lupita Nyong'o wore a Calvin Klein gown that was almost entirely made of strings of pearl.
I must say, I don't know exactly how the shape of those straps supported all the weight of the beaded dress. Vogue published some behind-the-scenes photos of the making of the dress and showed that there really is a science to fashion. And the fact that the dress was stolen from Lupita Nyong'o's hotel comes to show that even though Lupita wasn't nominated this year, she definitely stole the show.
Now, not all of us can be as perfect as Lady Gaga, clearly evidenced by her red carpet appearance. As we all know, Gaga always goes big at red carpet events, and her Oscars ensemble this year was no exception. Her gown was an elegant and amazing piece by French designer Azzedine Alaïa. The white dress was silver with embellishments, and the sleeves protruded from the dress, and it made me wonder if she was able to put her arms down against her side. The whole look was tied together with bold red gloves that matched her red lips and floral hair accessory. For some, the red gloves were distracting. However, without that funky touch, the look wouldn't be a true representation of Gaga's creativity.
And Gaga isn't the only one who went for bold this year. Scarlett Johansson stunned in an Emerald Atelier Versace gown. Its plunging neckline was complemented by its matching statement necklace made out of jewels on a nude mesh material that went around her neck. No look is complete without pristine grooming, and Jo definitely killed it with her new shaved cut. The contouring fabric details on her dress and her edgy do created a nice balance between curves and sharp lines. I should also mention that Jo just gave birth to her first baby about 5 months ago. Geez, I hope I can look as good as that when I have a baby.
I don't know if it works like that, but pregnant stars over the years have continuously shown that no baby bump can get in the way of them strutting down the red carpet like supermodels. A great example is Keira Knightley. The Best Actress nominee dressed her baby bump in an embroidered Valentino couture gown. The dress featured romantic cursive writing in Italian and whimsical floral designs, which gave her sort of a bohemian look. Because of the resemblance to mesh curtains, the dress received mixed reviews, but if you ask us, we think the mother-to-be is becoming a master at dressing her baby bump gracefully.
Other standouts of the night included Zendaya, who stepped out in a Vivienne Westwood white gown, with her sleeves draping past her shoulders and her striking dreadlocks. All we have to say is, if everyone could look as elegant and gorgeous as Zendaya did with dreadlocks, then by all means, please let it be the new red carpet trend.
I can definitely see more stars trying that look next award season. Last but not least, David Oyelowo appeared with the wine red Dolce & Gabbana tux. It was a unique and flattering look for the star of Selma that really made him pop out in a sea of the usual black and white tuxes. More notably though, Oyelowo accessorized the look with a jeweled Ebola awareness ribbon. There has been a current trend in red carpets where male celebrities accessorize with a brooch of some sort, and while many continued this trend like Common and Kevin Hart, it was admirable to see Oyelowo using this opportunity to make a statement.
David, you may not have been nominated for an Oscar this year, but you can definitely take the Oscar for Red Carpet MVP.
That concludes our Oscars edition of Style Squad. It's been a great award season, sneak peekers, and here's to many more.
Back to you, Jen and Ellen.
Thanks, guys. I agree with all of that.
You know what I wish I remembered? What we thought of Birdman.
You know what? I think we have something for you.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Are you talking about a Throwback Thursday?
Yes, a Throwback Thursday to our review of the Oscar-winning film, Birdman.
Birdman is one of those films that comes along every once in a while that really shakes up how audiences see cinema. With powerful performances and masterful directing, it's definitely the film to see right now and to watch out for come Oscar time. Birdman tells the story of washed-up actor Regan Thompson, played by Michael Keaton. Regan is primarily known for the 3 blockbuster Birdman films he starred in the film's world that was in the 90s. But after turning down a 4th film, the world, as he believes it, quickly forgot about him. As a way to stage his own comeback, Regan decides to write, direct, and star in his own adaptation of a short story for the New York City stage. However, with struggles like dealing with the high-maintenance actor Mike Shiner, played rather accurately by Edward Norton, and his recently out of rehab daughter, played by Emma Stone, Riggin has a lot on his plate. On top of all of this conflict, Riggin is constantly stalked by the voice of his Birdman character, sending him into fits of anger and frustration whenever his snarling voice enters his psyche. Birdman really is a tour de force of acting and directing, with the entire film shot as if the whole thing was done in one continuous take, weaving in and out of environments and following the game cast around the backstage rooms of the theater. It truly is a sight to behold, fully pulling the audience into the crazy world of live entertainment. Michael Keaton has given what just might be the performance of his career. We'll have to see. Embodying the tortured soul of Riggin in every word and every look he says and gives throughout the whole duration of the film. Edward Norton too gives an amazing performance, poking fun at himself a bit with his character having some similarities with himself in his script-modifying, difficult-to-work-with ways. He's an unhinged actor who seems to live on the stage, not able to convey full emotion while off of it. Lest we forget Emma Stone, who also turns into one of her best roles on screen as Sam, really pulling all the anger she feels towards her father, Riggin, and her struggle to find stability after fighting addiction. I have to quickly mention the rest of the supporting cast, as there's really no bad egg in the bunch. Andrea Riseborough is quite crazy as Riggin's girlfriend Laura, slapping him and kissing him the next second. Naomi Watts really shows her vulnerability as newcomer stage actress Leslie, and Zach Galifianakis shows his more dramatic, while still a bit comical side as Riggin's lawyer and best friend, Jake. I really can't sing praises enough for this film. While I do feel like the more surreal segments that deal with Riggin's turmoil and his Birdman persona, featuring Birdman literally staring at the audience talking to us, with Keaton also appearing in the rather frightening costume, they all ran a bit too long for my taste, with everything else was still pitch perfect. It really is a fascinating story on the struggle to stay relevant and whether one can equate adoration to actual love. I give it 4.5 out of 5 stars. This is masterclass filmmaking that is not to be missed. Back to you guys.
You know what? I can't believe that Batman won Best Picture this year.
Chan, it's Birdman, not Batman.
Whatever. I still hate superhero movies, and I still think Boyhood should have won.
Well, Birdman was my personal favorite, but let's take a quick commercial break so Jan here can get over her loss.
Ugh, rude. Have you heard about McFarland USA?
No, I haven't heard that much actually.
Well, one of our sneak peekers actually had a great sneak peek on it, so...
Well, let's watch.
Hey guys, Maridela here. 2015 is here, movies are premiering, and Disney has done it again. Here comes a story that has Deadline's Pete Hammond calling McFarland USA the first great movie of 2015. And with the uplifting message, great acting, and an intense emotional roller coaster, it's easy to see why. McFarland USA follows the story of a hot rod high school football coach whose bad temper lands him in a last resort job as assistant coach in McFarland USA. The town is a predominantly Hispanic town, and to say the least, you can guess what kind of reaction he got from his students when they found out that their coach would be someone named Jim White. It wasn't all bad though. The students even came up with a cute new nickname for him, Coach Blanco. It doesn't take long for Coach White to notice that every day after school, a group of students run out at full speed or get picked up by a loud woman in a truck. As it turns out, those students are all field workers who not only dedicate their after-school time to picking fruits and vegetables to bring money to their families, but they also wake up at the crack of dawn every day and still manage to make it to school on time. How is it they manage to get from work to school and then back to work, you may ask? They run. They run miles without stopping and seem to be able to run forever, and that is what inspires Coach White to bring to this school something unprecedented. A cross-country team. While the movie may be following Coach White's life, the real story is about the 7 runners that bring hope to an entire town. It's about 7 boys who have to put double the effort into training and double their time into the field to help their families. It's a story of perseverance and determination, and as one of the runners put it, not the size of the cat in the fight, but the size of the fight in the cat. The film had a little bit of everything. It had me crying tears of frustration as well as tears of joy and laughter. The entire theater would break into applause at every win and curse at every loss. More than anything, it had everyone cheering for the most unexpected part of the team. The overall acting in the movie, from Coach White to the owner of the town's convenience store, was superb and really conveyed the feelings of the characters to the audience. But most important, it was the bond formed between the team and the coach that really leaves a mark in your heart. And with the Oscars having just passed, I can't help but think that a movie like this would be a great nominee. It's a shame that the song written for this movie is in Spanish, because the Academy would definitely count its message as worthy of a nomination as well. I give this film 4 out of 5 stars. Pete Hammond is right. McFarland USA is the first great movie of 2015, and it would come as no surprise if it joined the ranks of movies such as Remember the Titans and Coach Carter. That is all from McFarland USA's review. Until next time.
You know what? Everyone loves a good underdog story. Inspiration, people. That's what keeps us driving forward.
Feel-good movies are okay, I guess.
Why? Do you have something else that'll make you go, let's go?
Oh yeah, horror movies.
Oh no.
Oh yeah, let's take a look at the new Guillermo del Toro movie, Crimson Peak.
You know what? The cast is...
Ghosts are real. This much I know.
What do you be buying?
Take a little walk to the edge of town, go across the track.
Edith, this is my sister.
There are parts of the house that are unsafe.
Secrets lie in the butterflies in the hummingbirds, and you know you're never coming back.
I can imagine the two of you in here as children.
We were not allowed in here as children. We were confined to the nursery, in the attic.
On a gathering storm comes a tall handsome man with a red rider.
In your own best interest, proceed with caution.
Has anyone died in this house? Specific deaths, violent deaths. I have to leave.
I'm here to take you away.
There's nowhere else to go. This is your home now.
Beware of Crimson Peak.
Wow, I have a great feeling about 2015. It's already bringing us such great films.
I know, and now that 2014 has already come and gone, I am so excited for some new stuff.
You know what, between McFarland USA and Crimson Peak, I mean, I think we're off to a good start.
Definitely. Be sure to stay tuned for next week's episode so we can keep you guys updated with the latest and greatest of the entertainment world.
Until next time, you beautiful people.